Imagine this. You're sipping your morning coffee. The house is quiet, and you can feel that little stiffness in your shoulders or hips reminding you that yesterday's walk wasn't quite enough. You want to feel strong, steady, and independent, but the idea of complicated gym machines, noisy classes, or fast twitch jumping just doesn't fit your life. What if I told you that in just 12 minutes, with one simple resistance band, you can work every major muscle in your body in a way that lifts your energy, supports your joints, and keeps you doing all the things you love? No jumping, no getting down on the floor, and no fancy equipment. That's exactly what we're doing together today. The 12-minute longevity circuit, built for folks 60 and better who want real results without beating up their bodies. Here's the plan. We'll use a light to medium resistance band and a sturdy chair. We'll move through 6 simple band exercises, each one targeting a major muscle group and a movement pattern you use daily, reaching, pulling, standing up, hinging, and stabilizing your core. We'll go for 40 seconds of comfortable effort, then take 20 seconds to breathe and set up for the next move. 2 gentle rounds of the same 6 moves make our 12 minutes. If you need to make anything easier, you absolutely can. If you feel great and want a touch more challenge, I'll show you small tweaks to add it safely. This is about building strength you can feel in everyday life. Standing taller, climbing stairs, picking up groceries, opening jars, and feeling confident with every step. Before we start, sit tall on your chair and roll your shoulders back and down, just once or twice. Let your neck grow long, relax your jaw, and take a slow inhale through your nose, then a longer exhale like you're fogging up a mirror. That longer exhale helps your body relax, so your muscles can do their best work. If anything we do causes sharp pain, you stop. Discomfort from working a muscle is okay. Joint pain is not. Adjust the band, shorten the range, or simply rest for a beat. You're in charge here, and I'm right here with you. Let's set up your first move, because posture and pulling strength are the foundation for healthy shoulders and a happy back. Slide toward the front of your chair. Loop the band around the middle of both feet, not the toes, and hold the ends like you're holding the reins of a gentle horse. Sit tall, chest is open, and your belly button is gently drawn toward your spine like you're zipping up a snug coat. From here, squeeze your shoulder blades toward your spine as you pull the band back, elbows skimming close to your ribs. Then slowly release forward until your arms straighten. Think about putting your shoulder blades in your back pockets as you pull and feeling your collarbones widen as you return. Keep your chin slightly tucked so your neck stays long. Breathe out as you pull. Breathe in as you release. Nice and smooth. 2 seconds to pull, 3 seconds to return. If the band feels too heavy, slide your hands closer to the ends. If it's too light, choke up on the band to shorten it. If reaching your feet is tricky, you can wrap the band around 1 foot at a time or elevate your foot on a low step or stack of books so it's easier to loop. If your lower back grumbles, place a towel behind you for gentle support and keep your knees a bit more bent. Feel that strength waking up between your shoulder blades? That's what helps you stand tall and take pressure off your neck. Release the band with control and give your arms a little shake. Take a breath in through your nose and a long breath out. You might already notice a bit more warmth in your upper back, and that's exactly what we want: circulation and confidence building together. Now we'll train the movement that keeps you independent for life, standing up and sitting down with strength and control. Slide the band up so it's around your thighs, just above your knees. Sit near the edge of your chair, feet under your knees, toes slightly turned out if that feels natural. Press your knees gently out into the band so the hips turn on. This helps protect your knees and lights up your glutes. Tip your chest forward like you're smelling a rose on the coffee table. Push through your heels and stand tall. As you sit back down, reach your hips behind you and lightly touch the chair before you stand again. Exhale as you stand. Inhale as you lower. Aim to stand without using your hands. But if you need support, lightly place your fingers on the chair or a countertop. It's not cheating, it's smart. If a full stand is not in the cards today, do mini stands. Lift your bottom an inch off the seat Then sit back with control. If your knees are cranky, focus on pushing the hips back more and keeping the knees lined up with the toes. Imagine you're spreading the floor apart with your feet and pressing the band gently outward the whole time. Slow and steady is the name of the game. Feel that effort in the front of your thighs and the sides of your hips? That strength you'll use every time you get out of a chair into a car or up from the garden. Stand tall for a second and shake out your legs. Roll your shoulders back and down again. Let your breath be your metronome. Smooth, calm, in and out. Your body responds to this kind of kindness. Next, let's work your pushing muscles so your chest, shoulders, and arms stay strong for everything from closing a heavy door to get yourself up off the floor. Take the band out from around your legs and wrap it around your back at mid-chest height, under the armpits. Hold an end of the band in each hand, palms facing down or slightly in, elbows bent at about the level of your ribs. If standing, take a small step forward with one foot so you feel grounded. If seated, sit tall with feet planted. Now press your hands forward like you're giving a gentle hug. Then slowly bring them back until your elbows return near your sides. Exhale as you press. Inhale as you come back. Keep your shoulders away from your ears and your neck relaxed. Your elbows don't need to go behind your body. Just return to that comfortable starting position. If one shoulder is sensitive, try pressing one arm at a time while the other arm holds steady, or lower your elbow angle a bit, so you're pressing slightly downward instead of straight out. If the band bites into your back, place a small towel under for comfort. Want a little more core work? Press both hands forward and hold for a 2 count. Feel your belly gently brace, then return slowly. This is controlled, steady pressure, not a race. Check in with your posture for a moment. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, tall and open. If you're standing, give your hips a little side-to-side wiggle. Then plant your feet and notice how alive your legs and arms feel. You're waking up the exact muscles that keep you doing, not just dreaming, and that changes how you move through the whole day. Here's how our rhythm works as you practice this circuit any day of the week. You'll do each move for around 40 seconds, rest or set up for 20 seconds, then move right along. After all 6, you simply repeat them once more. If that sounds fast, remember, your pace is your pace. You can shorten the work to 30 seconds and lengthen the rest if you're easing in, or stretch the work to 45 seconds on days you feel great. A light band today is perfect. As the weeks go by, you can shorten your grip or use a medium band to keep growing. Progress is just a tiny step more than yesterday, not a leap. As you breathe, notice something important. We're not just building muscles, we're training movements. Pulling with good shoulder blades means better posture and less neck strain. Standing and sitting with glutes and thighs gives you more confidence on stairs. Pressing with control supports everyday pushing tasks and steadies your upper body. All of this keeps your joints happier by asking the right muscles to do their jobs, and your heart appreciates a continuous, gentle rhythm. Take a sip of water if you like, and let your shoulders melt down again. Feel that sense of, I can do this. That's the goal. This circuit is short on time but long on payoff. It respects the way your body wants to move. With your back switched on, your legs fired up, and your chest engaged, your whole system is awake and ready to keep building, one calm breath and one smooth repetition at a time. You're doing beautifully, and your posture is already thanking you, while your upper body is awake. Let's give some love to the place that makes almost everything feel easier when it's strong. Your hips. Think of your hips as a hinge on a well-made door. If the hinge is sturdy, the door glides open without creaks. Same for you. When your hips do their job, your back and knees feel happier. Stand with your feet about hip width on top of the band, the middle of the band under your arches so it won't slip. Hold the ends near your thighs with your palms facing your legs. Soften your knees just a touch. Grow tall through the crown of your head, and set your shoulder blades gently down and back like you're tucking them into your back pockets. Now, Keeping your spine long, push your hips back behind you like you're reaching for a chair that's a little too far away. You'll feel a gentle stretch in the backs of your thighs. Keep the band close to your legs as you hinge. Then drive the floor away with your heels and stand tall, squeezing your glutes at the top without leaning backward. Exhale on the way up. Inhale as you hinge down. It's smooth, 2 or 3 counts down, 2 counts up. If you like a safety guide, actually place your chair behind you and touch your hips lightly to it each time before you stand. If your lower back is sensitive, make the movement smaller and imagine someone is gently lengthening your tailbone behind you, not rounding your back. If the band feels too strong, widen your grip or use only one layer of the band by holding a single end with both hands. If it's too light, choke up closer to your feet or cross the band once for extra tension. Keep your chin slightly tucked so your neck stays long and your gaze is a few feet in front of your toes. You'll feel your hamstrings and glutes turn on. That's the foundation for lifting laundry, getting up from the garden, and climbing stairs with confidence. Release the band carefully and give your hips a gentle sway side to side. Take a breath in through your nose and a long, calm exhale. Notice how your legs feel a touch steadier, like your feet are more planted on the ground. That connection to the floor is your friend. Now we'll bring the strength overhead, but in a way your shoulders will appreciate. If you're standing, keep one foot slightly ahead of the other for balance. If you're seated, plant your feet wide and sit tall. Step 1, or both feet onto the band again. Hold the ends at shoulder height. Elbows just in front of your body so you can see them in your peripheral vision. Think of making a gentle V as you press, not a straight line lock behind your ears. From here, press your hands up and slightly forward on a comfortable angle, as if you're placing a box on a shelf just in front of you. Exhale as you press. Inhale as you lower with control. Keep your ribs nestled down and your belly gently braced, like you're zipping up a snug jacket. If your shoulders feel pinchy, try alternating arms or press to head height instead of all the way up. You can also angle your palms in toward each other, which is often kinder to the joints. If pressing overhead simply isn't happy today, switch to a band front raise. Hold the ends and lift your hands no higher than shoulder height. Elbows soft, then lower with control. Keep your neck relaxed. Your traps don't need to do the whole job. A tiny shrug at the start to let your shoulder blades tip upward. Then finish the movement with your arms. Helps everything glide. If the band is biting into your hands, wrap the ends around your palms once or put a small towel between your skin and the band. And remember, exhale on effort. That cue helps your core switch on so your lower back doesn't have to. Pause for a moment at the top of your last press and notice the feeling of being tall and open through your chest while your feet stay grounded. That combination, length up top, roots down below, is the secret sauce for balance and ease. Let's bring it all together with a move that teaches your core to stabilize while your arms and legs do something purposeful. It's a gentle diagonal lift, sometimes called a chop in reverse, and it's one of my favorites to carry over to real life. Stand with your right foot on the band, near the middle so it's secure. Hold both ends in your hands by your right thigh, palms facing in. Soften your knees and square your hips forward. Now, keeping your belly gently braced and your shoulders relaxed, lift your hands diagonally across your body toward your left shoulder, like you're drawing a sword from your right hip to place on a high shelf to your left. Only go as high as feels smooth. Chest height is fine. Shoulder height is great. Above that, only if your shoulders are happy. Control the band on the way back down, resisting the urge to let it snap. Exhale as the hands travel up and across. Inhale as they return. Your pelvis stays quiet facing forward while your ribcage rotates just a little. Think tall and steady rather than twisty. If balance is wobbly, lightly rest your left fingertips on the chair back for support. If your shoulders prefer less reach, keep the elbows a bit bent and the motion smaller. After about 20 seconds, switch the setup to your left foot and lift diagonally toward your right shoulder, so both sides at attention in the same set. Seated variation works too. Sit tall, Step the band under one foot and perform the same diagonal path, keeping the movement smooth and the ribs stacked over the hips. As you practice this diagonal lift, notice how your body responds by tightening in all the right places without strain. The sides of your waist, the deep belly, the muscles around your shoulder blades. That's your natural anti-rotation, strength waking up. The kind that steadies you when you're carrying groceries on one side or turn to grab your seatbelt. Shake out your hands and give your wrists a gentle circle. Take a sip of water if you have it nearby. If you're feeling your heart rate up a notch, that's a gentle cardio bonus sneaking in thanks to steady movement and full body involvement. You're aiming for smooth form first, then gentle challenge. Pain is a stop sign. Muscle effort is your green light. Here's a quick rhythm reminder as you settle into these. Think about working for around 40 seconds and resting for 20. For the diagonal lift, split that time evenly between sides. For the overhead press, alternate arms if your shoulder prefer it, or press both together for a steadier feel. For the hip hinge, embrace that slow return to standing, really feeling the glutes engage like the powerful engines they are. Adjust the band tension on the fly. Wider hands and feet for less, closer for more, and keep your breathing soft and steady. If dizziness ever taps you on the shoulder, sit, breathe, and let it pass. There's no race clock here, only your pace. You might notice already that these movements feel familiar, like things you do around the house, but with a clearer map. That's on purpose. We're not chasing flashy. We're practicing useful, standing taller to reach a shelf, hinging to pick something up without a twinge, pressing a door closed with steady shoulders, turning to the side without losing your balance. Each rep is a vote for the way you want to move every day. And the best part? It only takes minutes, not hours, to stack up those votes. Reset your stance, roll your shoulders down and back, and let your jaw unclench. Feel the floor under your feet, the length in your spine, and that calm rhythm in your breath. You're building strength that shows up where it matters most, and we're keeping the groove going one smooth rep at a time. Stay with that calm rhythm for a few more breaths, and let your shoulders soften while your legs feel grounded and ready. This is a sweet spot where your body is warm, your brain is focused, and every rep feels like a quiet promise to yourself. If you're repeating the circuit, let the metronome of your breath guide you through that second round with the same smooth control. No rush, just steady, confident movement. When you finish, we'll bring everything down gently so you leave feeling lighter, taller, and proud of what you just did. Ease into a cool down that tells your nervous system, we're safe, we're done, and we're better for it. Stand tall with one hand on the chair for balance and step 1 foot behind you. Heel heavy, toes forward. Let your front knee bend softly and melt your back calf toward the floor as you exhale. Switch sides and notice how your stride already wants to be a little longer. Then bring the band behind you like a soft scarf. Hold it wide and gently open your chest, just enough to feel a stretch across the front of your shoulders. Keep your chin tucked slightly and breathe slow, like you're taking the smell of rain. Sit down if that feels better and slide one heel forward with the toes up. Hinge a little at the hips and send your breath to the back of your thigh. No forcing, just inviting a little more length. Finish by hugging your ribs with your breath. One hand on your belly, one hand on your side ribs. Inhale gently low and wide, then exhale a touch longer. That longer exhale is like a dimmer switch for tension, and it helps your heart rate settle. Now, here's how you make this routine a reliable friend you actually use. Keep your band and chair visible. Put the band in a basket by the TV remote or hang it on a hook near the kitchen timer. What's visible gets done. Set a simple cue and go plan. After your morning coffee or right after lunch dishes, 12 minutes, 2 rounds done. If mornings are stiff, do a gentler first round with smaller ranges and save your deeper effort for the second round. If afternoons find you more energized, flip that. Consistency beats intensity, especially at our age, because your tissues and joints thrive on regular, friendly movement rather than occasional heroics. You can run this circuit 3 to 5 days a week, and on the in-between days, take your favorite walk or do a bit of gentle stretching. If a day feels heavy, cut to 1 round or shrink the work to 30 seconds and rest for 30. If a day feels light and lively, grip the band a little shorter or stretch the work to 45 seconds. Think of it as a volume dial you can turn up or down. Your body will tell you where it wants the music. And remember the safety mantra we've been using. Pain is a stop sign. A warm, working muscle is your green light. Joints should feel supported, not scolded. If you want a simple way to track progress without feeling like you're taking a test, try this once a week. During your sit-to-stand set, count how many smooth stands you do in 40 seconds while keeping the band gently pressed outward. Jot it on a sticky note. During the row, notice whether your shoulders stay down and your neck stays relaxed all the way through. Give yourself a smiley face if they do, with the hip hinge. Check that you're feeling that work in your glutes and hamstrings instead of your lower back. Another smiley when it's right. Over time, you'll see your numbers or your smiley streak quietly climb, and that feels good in a way that a bathroom scale never will. For anyone managing cranky joints or past injuries, small tweaks make this yours. Keep ranges shorter and focus on the slow return, because muscles get strong on the way back. Sit for the overhead press if balance is off. Use a towel under the band where it touches your skin if it's uncomfortable. If your hands get tired gripping, loop the band to make handles or wear light gardening gloves. If you ever feel dizzy, breathe, sip water, and resume when you're ready. Exhale on effort is your built-in support belt, and a gentle belly brace, like zipping a coat, keeps your lower back happy while your arms and legs work. One of my favorite ways to make this even more useful is to slip in little lifestyle ties. When you pick up a laundry basket, think hips back, chest long, just like your hinge. When you close the trunk of the car, think of that smooth band press. When you pull a heavy door, remember your shoulder blades sliding into those back pockets from your row. And when you reach overhead in the pantry, keep that gentle V angle so your shoulders stay friendly. It's not extra exercise. It's simply using your new coordination in the wild, which is exactly what protects you from slips, tweaks, and that sneaky stiffness that creeps in when we don't move with intention. If balance is a worry, and for many of us it is after 60, fold a tiny challenge into the circuit once you feel steady. During your presses or rows, lift one heel for a few reps, then switch. That small change nudges your ankles and hips to stabilize without stealing the show. Keep a fingertip on the chair and think tall and calm. If it ever feels wobbly, bring both heels down and carry on. Stable first, then mobile. That order keeps you safe. Recovery matters, too. A glass of water after you finish helps your muscles clear byproducts and keeps your joints cushioned. A protein-rich snack sometime in the next couple of hours, yogurt, eggs, a handful of nuts, or a bean salad, gives your muscles the building blocks to get stronger. Sleep is your quiet coach. Even a short nap or an earlier bedtime pays dividends. And if soreness shows up tomorrow, it should feel like a friendly reminder, not a complaint. Walk a bit, stretch gently, and it will settle. Most of all, give yourself credit. 12 minutes may sound small, but it's the tiny hinge that can swing a big door. Strength supports balance. Balance builds confidence, and confidence opens up walks with friends, gardening, travel, and all the moments that make life rich. This circuit respects your joints, honors your time, and meets you exactly where you are. Start light and progress slowly, and you'll be amazed how your body responds to being treated with steady kindness. I'd love to hear from you. Tell me in the comments which move felt the most helpful today, or if you discovered a tweak that made something feel just right for your body. Share what color band you're using and how you set up your space. Your ideas might help someone else get started. If this was helpful, tap like so more folks your age can find it, and subscribe for more short, joint-friendly routines you can actually stick with. We'll keep building strength, balance, and energy together, one calm breath and one smooth rep at a time. Here's to standing taller, moving easier, and feeling more at home in your body every single day. You did beautifully. Keep that warmth in your chest, that steadiness in your feet, and carry it with you into the rest of your day. You've got this, today, tomorrow, and for all the chapters ahead.